Hey friends, let's make some noise. How y'all doing? What can I do for you? Hey, do you know who the sort of main male on his way with my money? Parental discretion is advised, friends, if I didn't give it to you, honey. You know we still friends, right? This do represent the friends card. So yeah, like I said, so somebody want to come and connect because what I said is all we all do respect. Like I said, we have gangsters, we have everything, don't we? Look what's coming from my hand. Like I said, I got it's ways to vent. You could feel any way you want to about this shit. You got more snitches on that than me. It's only one of me and 1,000 of them. They not about to be, can I do for you? Okay, they ain't about to be serving up no more of my shit. Don't get them motherfuckers nothing else. Didn't I say that? Look at who posted who really had the gift in their hand. Look, and I built the house. That was a gift. Did y'all see it? They get that little piece of shit of mine. Yeah. It ain't burned down or nothing. Look at what Granny do gave to me. All the stuff. And look, the main character energy. Hey, this go way back to Disney. But I was supposed to be at Disney World, yo. While I'm thinking of this shit, look. My grandpa never did. That was some extra shit that I found. I just knew about the one, y'all. See, that's how real this is. I only knew about the one, and then I started having a little fun, and I found about all of them. That's why I brought up my Tommy guns and told my niggas to get to shooting. Like I said, they was lined up, but they was looting. And this who I'm married to. Come here, baby. Let me tell you about these here old rotten ass uh, ruthless motherfuckers, because we about to blow their asses off with this one. Didn't I win though? Like I said, it cost to be the boss $2. Who? What? Lawyer got in on it. Yeah, it's a concern, huh? That's yeah. I really need you outside. Hey, I pulled up with the tape cassette. Done that. Look, remember that blue light? I told y'all they doing spell work and stuff. For real, I really want everybody dead. I'm sorry. It is what it is. Like I said, if somebody came up on me, I'll try to. I'm trying to kill them. This shit deep. They was still out the mailbox and everything. Now everybody sat down. They got froze. Remember how y'all be walking? And remember musical chairs or something like that. You know how you be dancing or the little game when you be dancing and everything. Then they turn the music off. Then they turn it back on. They turn off whoever moving like that. That's what they was doing, y'all. Look, it was a false person in the courthouse. It damn sure wasn't me. And like I said, it was nothing for them to thought they was hiding about. Look, I was still in there. Look, I was that fly on the wall. Because remember, everything is in the news as well. Besides what I knew, that just helped fill up the well. No, who was expecting? There was adjudication from about the dead. Who dead? Who dead? The people that stole this shit. Who as they fighting for their life, I heard them rush to the meds. Look, somebody rushed them by them cars. I'm serious. Somebody was a. We had a mechanic. Holy fire. Holy fire. Holy money. Y'all, I got my headphone in. But for real though. So they rushed in the car. Look, this the community said it was at my funeral. Remember how they wanted me to be remembered? And then as soon as after they wanted me to be remembered, 2011, about 2013, I wasn't about to be remembered. So which one of them faggots set me up for that? Which one of you bitches in there? This could go to court. This could go to the fucking neighborhood. Like I said, it ain't all to the good. Look at these eyes. Don't look like a bitch seen you. So motherfucker. Look, I seen in the house. And I wasn't even in there. And they was peeking in my house too. This camera. The camera in my house, man. That piece of shit ass house, I had that shit laid out. Y'all can see my fucking background. When I express this, I have to come in with that energy. Bitches were lying. Like I said, dinner thieves, dinner thieves. Like I said, they stink. And ain't nobody got nothing on me. If I'm lying, I'm flying. Look at this work, y'all. Like I said, those are my kids, unless they want to get tied to the train track, problem solved, run it back, y'all. How many years ago was that? Who thought that they was about to just go jump in and end it all? Even if somebody killed themselves, they still got to come to the courthouse. Look at that. You still can bring it back. I'll bring them back. Look at what I bring. Look, this motherfucker here bringing something back. Look at this kid brought something back from the dead. Remember when Rattan gave me that bear, y'all, on his deathbed? Hey, bitch, pull up, baby. Oh. Look, you can't make this up. I know I be cursing and stuff, y'all. Like I said, parental discretion is advised, but they need to be dead. Look, this don't look like somebody need to be not in 2009 too, y'all. Because I was pregnant in 2009 with the voodoo man. I was supposed to be in bad health. Fuck y'all. Motherfuck y'all. Look, 31. And then he was about that age too. Look, 29. You know, they've been locking him up. Like I said, he died real young. This about my money. Nah, baby, yo. And then when I was fixing my car, y'all, why the justice on all three of them. So we gonna come in and see why these people don't need that ball. You know what? I'm gonna tell you this. Be stupid and take that shit and see what your outcome be. Like I said, it ain't no sneak this. Do this look like somebody gonna be hard to find? Stuff that look, this look like look. The man, look, them secrets got him sold up. The secrets got him fucked up. And I supposed to shuffle these. Look. Again. Yeah, so that Hierophant group. Look. See where I was looking me, watching them kill up everything. And I was 10 too. Like I said, they had some strange things. We was all trying to cause vibe with the booming systems and shit. I used to walk one of them and I could barely, I just learned to walk. Pull it up. Let's pull up, pull it up. And talking about some, I was out here in the streets. Oh yeah, because I was with street niggas. Like I said, you can't make no whole, ain't no whole ass nigga about this. Why you want to change me? Like I said, change your motherfucking way out of my face. Change is too heavy to carry anyway. Ain't it? They didn't use it. I changed because I ain't had no choice. You keep on getting crashed on, you gonna switch lanes. But anyways, with the man, with the thieves, the one who thought that they was did some things when I was 18. Remember, I told y'all this was planning on the son too. So they was plotting on a child. Look, 18, this still rising, plotting on a child. And then they, like I said, they put me in environments where you damn near would get to go to jail. Or you say you fuck with somebody, you're gonna end up in bad health. Look at this, you can't make this up for real. They used to put me in situations like this. I damn sure was when I went to jail, I was supposed to go to the infirmary or something. No, I was ready to catch the body. That's why I was teaching y'all, like, yo, if you do the crime, you gotta do the time. I'm not saying you gotta rat yourself out, but who the fuck wanna be living like really sleeping outside and shit? You know your man gonna rat you out for that wanted shit where they give you about $1,000. See the fiend ass motherfucker gonna say you out for that. That's why I said if I did something that God got my back, but I ain't did nothing. I need my motherfucking money. Ain't nobody about to lock up nothing about this yet. But y'all know who did it? Who did it? Who shot you? If it was your man, he was supposed to. He shouldn't have been trying to copy. Look. Somebody who was lying, sending out all kind of information regarding lies, fast. For real, they been was doing it. And I know about them. I've been on their ass. This business been business. And they try to disconnect me from it. Look how they pull it apart. The justice system. That's why I said send in your mans. I know that about the colonization and all that. You can't stop a nigga. Like I said, if I was a fucking fiend, you can't stop a nigga from having knowledge, especially your inner self, whether I know where I'm from or none of that. I know where the fuck you from, and I know what your bitch ass is doing. So what's greater? Worried about somebody past life or what's going on right now that's killing everybody, causing them strife? For real, this ain't money. And I invested in it. That's why I go motherfucking ham bone for it. Look at the sun card. This from Miss Granville. Remember that journal? Gimme. Ring around the rosies. Remember that? Remember the ice skating rink and all that shit, y'all? I'm not playing. I stayed prayed up even though they tried to fuck me up. Look, I stayed like this. And then remember, hey, when they sent me there, this was already watching over me. He was already dead. Look, they was watching over me. They knew about the thievery. That's why I was telling y'all to back the fuck up in my Onyx voice. You can't make this up. And I know about the arranged marriages and shit with the Queen of Cups and the Four Wands. Remember, I told y'all they served me up. Why you gonna do the wrong thing? Why you doing it like this? Why you gonna do the wrong thing? For real. Like I said, I don't owe nobody nothing. Y'all was nasty being in people's business. And all the way down to the Epstein pictures. And hey, friend, I told y'all gonna shout you out. I hope y'all ain't had nothing to do with this. Like I said, I hope you didn't have nothing to do with it. I wouldn't care if our family had something to do with it. Did I tell you about what I want for our family to happen to for our family? What they need to do? Everybody need to get the jumping. Look, everybody need to get the jumping. Everybody could get one. And swing off to wherever it's gonna take you. You want to play monkey? Monkey see, monkey do? Swing from this tree. Let me see how we could do you. Anybody? For real, anybody want to be a monkey? Y'all want to play still? Talking about y'all don't like somebody. That's my goddamn money. Look at this. Isn't this beautiful? Jump. Jump for my, you wanted to jump on me? You wanted to jump for my money? Look. I don't charge my energy. I don't have time for no enemies. Look, you can't make this shit up. And this came back, but still, you can't make it up. And it's telling you to go ahead. You can't make this up. Y'all want to ride this wave, right? Yeah. Huh? You think I'm funny, best then? For real. This a reliable source, and I came out as the man. Then I come out as then I tell y'all, you need a teammate. Like I said, I'm submissive, but when it comes to this, I want them. Anybody, I want to sing this song at their grave. Anybody want the synergy? Y'all can say whatever y'all want to. You bitches thought y'all was cute when you was sneaky, right? When y'all was had them slamming them doors. Yo, listen, guess how I came into this? Yo, they used to be slamming the door so hard, I thought somebody was breaking in my house, y'all. I would jump up. Could you imagine me once? I want somebody dead now, right? I used to be like, you would have thought that I had a fucking heart attack. All times of the night. Hey, yo, why did the police come that night? Hey, whether you like or not. Let me come into this camera, you guys. But it's funny, right? Now, right? But it wasn't funny. Hold on, it was funny when they was doing that for real. Then you had the shooters and everything, yo. Don't play with me. Like I said, they killed all those people, and then I was putting this out here, and they still was trying to erase me. I'm not going anywhere. Oh yeah. Oh, who won? Yo, I seen a coffin for who the main preacher that set this up. Who the Christians and Baptists, all the ones that one dude with the biggest dick that was fucking all these people. I got a headstone for you. You believe in Jesus, right? You can't hide that, right, friends? Wink, wink, both hands. I seen that shit. Y'all know I be reading into it. I'm not crazy when it comes to this money. Like I said, that was so much money, he had to launder it. That's why a lot of these little mom and pop shops are shut down. They did not have the negative energy took over so bad that the people who were supposed to be in charge, who was beneficiary of their people shit, they fell off quick. That cocaine tore their ass up. That cocaine in that pussy. I swear on my motherfucking son, on myself, goddamn it, ain't I dead? No, I don't care who hears some papers. I ain't crazy. Where's Sally? Come on, bitches. Where's Sally? Why wasn't I notified about any of these people? And I'm actually the next competent in line, the most competent, and all you motherfuckers know me. It ain't near, bitch, that they didn't know me. Am I lying? You bitches been following me too. Like I said, I see people and they know they was nasty, but I never like looked at you. I never thought that you never really intimidated me. I just was hoping that you didn't slide wrong, so I wouldn't have to really be hiding in the cut from killing a fuck nigga. It might sound bad, y'all, but these people really had it out for my head. Look at the money. Look at that money trail. Didn't my family members, at least a few of them, we gonna go for the black and the white bread. I mean the wheat and the white bread. Didn't my family help y'all out? You think I'm a production laborer for nothing? Take a chip pill, not the real deal. Look, the Hermit, the Ace of Cups. Y'all know this the real deal. Look at what I brought to y'all. And they still trying to play me, jam me up. This get beyond views. Like I said, ain't nobody doing shit to the one and the two. They eating kids. Like I said, it got bigger than this. That's why bitches shouldn't have played with me. Yep, the missiles and shit is real. And if anybody was taking pictures of you when you was little and still doing drills, like I said, when you stepped in my house while I wasn't there, remember you guys wanted it for sale. You act like you were appraising it. These were some nice motherfuckers. I thought I had a Russian and a mob ties. They came and they walked through. I'm not scared of you guys either because I asked God for DBAs. Ain't nobody getting away with whatever they stole away in their safe of mine. Act like how did I become a drill sergeant? You act like Kennedy Tower don't ring no bells. And beyond that, money showers. Like I said, I got family all over. Then I met a lot of strangers here. Ain't nobody gonna mistreat you and try to keep getting you ejected from your jobs and shit for nothing, dears. Even the police wouldn't even respect me here. Like I said, I know about your tunnels and everything. You want to show them, you want to see how your man's like you if you show them that prison, the nigga in there with the prison thing on. You know how bad and stupid that shit is if you still worship that shit? Remember, don't forget about you guys' sacrifice. So, hey, you guys, another question. I'll be in my feelings with this. Y'all busted. So it's okay. So you guys don't mind killing off one of your favorite family members? Just so somebody could pay their house note and shit so they can go on a trip. That's why I said capsize in them boats, crash on anything about my shit. And it went beyond the money. That's just a necessity. That's something to have. That's one of the amenities that came with my rations that my family left for me. Like I said, we getting the thrashing. Fuck that black people, white people shit. I wouldn't give a fuck if the whole world hated me. When it came to that money, it's an emergency. Look at 5 of fucking swords. When it comes to that money, it's an emergency. And the Aries got a headache about it. Look, the Temperance. So you got these 2 fire signs. These 2 niggas is on fire about it. I don't even know why you got to. This is what they used to do to me. Tension headaches. So somebody's feeling it. If it ain't about the money. Yep. Ain't nobody do that shit for nothing. And then my Pisces. Like I said, y'all, the way y'all killed that baby, I didn't know. Yo, it's so deep. I don't want to start crying because I really need these motherfuckers to get going. Bitch, I went through all of that stupid shit. Look at this. Standing up on business, look at. And the pointing the finger at whoever did it. Ain't no other way to come in, y'all. You got to be shitting me. For real, don't be no punk to nobody. You don't owe them nothing. The High Priestess, y'all. The 8 of Pentacles. Like I said, stealing people, intellectual property and shit. That shit's stupid. I had a tarot reader right around the corner from me. What happened to her? What happened to the tarot lady? Where's the ones like I said, I was in a shelter and everything. So we had all people trying to do their spell work. God damn it, you got to see that shit, y'all. back in 11. Mm. The shoes of deception. Hey, I shoot at you, Reverend. Mm. See, that's crazy, right? I caught them. Like everywhere I go, y'all see all my videos. Well, y'all ain't see all of them, but y'all seen the videos, right? Even the little cuts. What you think I'm in the neighborhood for? You cannot make this up. With the 9 of Cups. What you think I'm in the neighborhood for? Playing with me. I'ma send it through your car door. Look, send it through your car door. This was flipped down. 6 flip, 6 6 of 1. That's this, y'all. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this. So we want to know about the court case too, right? Look, the judgment on that money, that 10 of Pentacles, ain't nobody happy. Looky, I'm telling on them. Look how I see this presenting the judgment on that 10 of Pentacles. Because I'm single-handedly, well, they single-handedly robbed me. Everybody had their little hands up on it with like the hoodoo daughter of knives. They had their hands, you see how they looked like they was trying to pull her under? Fuck out of here, y'all. And with the 8 of Cups, I had to walk away. Like I said, you can't go against God. It's not natural. Hey, I'm a bell on them bitches. Hey, neighborhood foe. Look, come on, take my hand. I'm not the devil though, but it's just funny because, like I said, I got both sides. That's why I see how these people try to play me, yo. They tried to play me on your best behavior when addressing me. Bygones there will never be. If you disrespect me, I will catch your feather knee. For real. Why not? You gonna let somebody just do you in dirty? Do you dirty? Anyways, what's up with the man though? The women? What's up with the chicks? Look, they still working. Look, they still passing out their little saucers of bullshit. Oh yeah, y'all did have to divvy it up with the Pisces, with a Page of Cups, with a fishy offer. And like I said, they was digging up playing with my son. That's to just put me back here, back to square one. That's bad business, y'all. I can find little stoves. And no copyrights to the music, y'all. So we got a 6 of Cups. So when I seen the 60, damn, I just seen the 6 of Cups. Anyways, I don't be wanting to keep all of them. But with the 6 of Cups, I was thinking, yeah, here go. The offer, the 5 of Wands, the death and the rebirth. Oh, the Magician and the death and the rebirth. So they giving up. Didn't I tell you they was passing off what they was passing off? Look, playing with my son. He a grown man now. The Pisces. This the 9 of Cups, y'all. He would be 25. Look, the problem with the magic. Look what he did. You in the morning, but I need you now. It's me, the death and the rebirth. Look at my face. I get what you're needing. I know what you like. Look, here it call me. Look, that time is up. Don't this look like a DJ? And look, it go hard too. All them people they killed, I was able to relieve myself. With the Wheel of Fortune, that's they karma. I still stood on business. 10-10. 2020. Since 10. 12 bags and shit. Turn me out of my mind. That's crazy. Yeah, they betrayed the King of Swords, 10 of Swords. So you're feeling betrayed. But you see this goddamn owl? Look at this beautiful owl right there. Look, he was just waiting to send him out. Look, it got bats and everything, crows. Yo, look. So, anyways, since they was playing in the nigga grave, he's like, yo, let me give a few more minutes before I come and haunt their ass. The birds they killed came back to them. Like I said, everybody tough until you slap their ass up. Who walk up to my class? I look like a kindergarten teacher. So crazy. It's the glasses too for me. How long I been on this? Oh shit, 10 of wands. Look, my messages do it are heavy. Look, best of both worlds. If somebody watching me and they want to move to calmer waters because of the secrets, this ain't gonna save you though. Look, this looks like somebody like save me. Look at the Knight of Swords. Like somebody like save me, and because they can't get away from what they did, even if it was in the past, especially when it came to killing people. Like I said, I want a bitch dead because I'm supposed to have them dead. That's how you win at all costs. I ain't about to be having no tension headaches. Nor do I need motherfuckers buzzing around me starting no shit like that. Look at this. Look at that man in the back. Leave his ass behind. Look at this man. He trying to catch up, and I'm tired of running from these motherfuckers. So now, put that what's that thing they put for the cars? The road spikes. Put the spikes down. Make that bitch do a backflip. See, because it was men came in like that for real. They was when they was trying to call me a dog and all that shit. Ain't I barking? Ain't my bite hard? Look at this nigga barking. Look at the man with the plan. Can I get some toothpaste? They funky asses trying to make me stink. Can I get some toothpaste? Look, get toothpaste. Look, I'm asking for toothpaste. I'm working towards my goal. I'm working towards the stars, and these bitches was trying to tie me, had me bind it up. Had these bastards playing all in my face and around me, and I couldn't punch them in the chest or nothing. I couldn't catch the case because they was either going to try to lock me up or jump me and try to think they was about to stow me away somewhere. No, you won't do me like you did up there by that park up there. Remember that park? Remember that park where that heart is? Remember who stabbed that person up there? Play with me if you want to, bitch. Who stabbed up them people? Remember all those bodies? Remember all them little memorials? Who family is that? Look, who did that? Who snuck and did that? Right in the state of, right in front of the goddamn police. That's a sacrifice. No, kill that boy, no. I don't wanna leave my life for you. Leave my life for you. Bitch, it was all over the news. The kind of thing they do. Look, King of Cups, Six of Cups. Now you know this was the offer. This wasn't that, but from God through love of the Son, from the Son, and also it's the King of Cups that took my offer. Because somebody believe in what I believe in. It's a million motherfuckers. Here go 4X black tea, and there's a million motherfuckers feeling just like me, right? I could get fatter than that Oprah bitch. I'm just mocking this song, right, y'all? So don't, because it really don't matter though. You what you are until you show me otherwise. Look, till you show me otherwise. That's the gift of sight. Like I said, they wasn't about to play with me, even though they put dirt in my hand. So who trying to run up the stairs? Who on the stairway to heaven? Who want that who holier than thou want that Jesus piece monument? That shit tough too. You want to give it to one of those whores? Sister, you worship that? I just want Johnny Boy dead. Siliconos. When them bitches they come, you come bother me. Say God knows conquer delete. Talking about some that is or that. I don't care. It don't matter. Right here sometime. Who my dad? Who is your dad? Which one of you dads set up? Look, which one of you dads? Which one of you niggas did this? Like I said, they put that nigga in the church. Him and my mom. They put in. Look, they put in that work. Look, and who? What pastor? What evil pastor put that life insurance on Granny them? Marrying people, putting them in toxic connections. Like I said, y'all be seeing the kids. I feel bad for the kids. Like these false ass marriages and stuff. Like it's people who really want genuine love and they getting killed because they want love that bad that they on the internet and shit. And then these people getting married, having illegitimate kids that they don't even take care of. They killing them. How many of those have we had since 2020? I'm just giving it 2020 because remember 2018 they was with how many? How many niggas was ready to lose? That's why he looked at y'all in that picture. Remember that picture we took? Technically, we was like this. It was a connection with that picture. Remember that picture with me and Matt Tanner? And he had on that ivory sweater. Remember me? I'm gonna call him Ivory. Remember me and Ivory? I took that picture back in the 80s. You guys were setting up the embezzlement, possibly a fraud adoption and everything. Because I could have been somebody, I could have been everybody. They'd be like, fuck that. And they used to treat me like that. That's why I was like, I'm real shady. I'll murder any one of them if you're not smiling at me. Or just stay on the other side. Like I said, it's the choices that people made, baby. I ain't had to walk that walk. They wasn't afraid. They wasn't afraid to do somebody in, but they afraid to go and take care of business, take care of the right business, so that they can be consistent. They scared to stand on their own, but they want to sneak into somebody else's home. And when I say sneak in somebody else's home, you guys, that's more than just the house itself. Like I said, I go everywhere. I watch them try to even, like I said, try to fuck up somebody's health. Now you see why I want them dead right now? I beat them, then I strangle them with the belt. Remember the terrorizer? I ain't gonna forget that. On them dirt misers. Throw some salt in their eyes. Wow, the 2 and the 3. The 5 of Pentacles, yeah. Leave them out for playing with my work. Because I'm balanced. I got a light in the dark. Anything, look, this that bag? Is this that Burke? Who getting in trouble? Who was copying? Who didn't really know how to network? Like I said, I ain't got to, I just heard, I don't need the squirts. That's what happened too with the body work. Look, squirts, I don't need the squirts. And it's justice for taking my money, for picking. Also, like I said, Carrie, turn it into the hood scary ass Jerry Springer show. This bitch is in reverse. Look, Knight of Wands. And the 5 of Cups, that's for the hoes. Oh, we Remember this? Yo, I'm that type of guy. Remember that? See, that's why I was like, I'm not playing with y'all. And I like to go live. Look, somebody mad about that fish. If you want to get your fish back, can't get that fish back. They don't want the fish. Want to get that fish back, baby? Look, you can't make this up. Get that fish back. This shit is back in the water. Like he crying, she crying, they crying, it's crying. Like, damn, get it back. I don't want that. I thought you said she was dead. Look, these are secrets. Remember this meat that they tried to drown? Remember the pool party and everything? It's going down. Remember? So they sit up there talking, oh, we gonna do this, and this is how I was gonna do it. And they don't know. Guess what? They thought they drowned me, but I was under that water listening to them. Remember, from under the sea. So we came from under the water and caught them. That's why when they started doing that magic, it just caused a lot of havoc. Like I said, y'all need to sit y'all dumb asses down. I asked God for the DBA. Look, this guy, like, no, look, lit up the sky on y'all. And I told y'all deserve DBAs, and you know you deserve a DBA. What would be a capital good punishment for you? Ain't nothing to think about. What would you do to somebody that did some shit like this to you? What would you want for him? Wouldn't you want to give him everything? You want to give him the whole party, right? You want to give him that collaboration. You want to tell them how they want to be remembered. That's the ill thought process, ain't it? Never come for nobody that ain't coming for you. King of Cups, so it's a King of Cups, a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. That's at a loss, or possibly the Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo is afraid as well and at a loss because we got the King of Cups watching me. Remember, I told y'all the investigators on this, y'all. Come on, and I make sure I be. Do I look like I got jaundice, y'all? You didn't have the yellow little eyes. Don't you get all of that when they be trying to poison you? Like I said, I want everybody dead involved. Look, they watching this. They're like, God damn, how we gonna get out of this? Like, but you gotta see, is that a torch in his hand? Nope. You trying to get to the light? Or look, with all of them problems, look, people started falling off because they couldn't keep up with the good fight. That shit got crazy. They couldn't keep their shit together. Look it, they was all standing and stepping on each other, trying to get to this here. Like I said, God sent me some wings with fire on them. Turn them bitches to leather. Look. You trying to get to that? Look it, that's what they was fighting for too. Like I said, I got a lot of bitches with crabs trying to play dibs and dabs on this. And they was all over the world with it, fucking everything. So they got the whole world in their ass. You got the whole world in your ass. You got the whole world in your ass. Because that's nasty. Like I said, people be thinking with their dicks. And it's so much to choose from. Like I said, I'm not going to hold the man because I know about the itch. Because, you know, as a woman, we could do the same thing, but it's just nasty as a bitch. That's why when they're trying to put the shit in my cup, it's like in my personal space. Oh, yes. How does it look like I'm going to give it up? Really, how does it look? So, like I said, stay your nasty ass in your lane, you fucks. That's why they got people on the pub to do that rubber dub dub. Like I said, those faggots fucked all the way up. I need my money. Now, dummy to that. And the dummy bitches, like I said, please don't be too young because you really need stitches. Like I said, you out of your body. They was out of their body taking all those drugs too. So, you know, their mind was on a whole nother playing field. They thought that they could win because they started doing the spells around here. And like I said, all I got to do is return the sinner via Jesus. Lord, let no weapon formed against me prosper. That's a fucking return to sender, bitch. And how I was raised. Like I said, I learned this shit from the savages that came for this. You think that I was gonna just let it go like that? We were taught to make sandwiches. We didn't just come in making them. We were taught to feed ourselves. Just like we was taught to defeat the thieves and put their asses on shelves. Remember those science projects when they were taking the brains out, putting them in the jars and, you know, shit like that? Look at this, look like a bitch cutting somebody's head off. My justice is killing them. Like I said, a verbal assassin. Let's get rid of them. Any form of fashion. Don't I look like motherfucking everybody hated him. Like I said, I'm not racist. And I don't care. I'm not trying to get in nobody's face. Like I said, and the whole world could be dead when it comes to my money. In the disrespect that they gave to me, honey. Because this ain't nothing funny. If you don't like something, kill yourself. Does that sound like there's any room for any picks and chooses? Do it look like you gonna pick and choose that? You can't pick and choose that. If you pick and choose for yourself, you look in the motherfucking mirror. You pick and choose for yourself what you think is good and bad for your health. This horse could be your friend or it could kick this bitch in the den. Like I said, I ain't looking for no fucking friends. I'm glad I was raised like this. That's why I ain't worried about nobody on the back end. But I do want to warn my friends, like, if you do want to be friends, now don't get me wrong, I don't want you just dead. If you really scared, because this is scary. Like, say, be like, oh, she's reading me, they call her Carrie. Don't read into that shit. Because you could just kill yourself about it. You don't have to ask me nothing if you're gonna try to be discouraging. For real, if we not growing together, then you can go on your way and I'm gonna go mine. Like I said, ooh, and I just got Mayweather. That's fire. Yeah, I used to watch boxing and stuff. Knock yourself out. In the Mayweather. That's summertime. So you got the Ace of Swords, the Fool card, the Tower, and the Ace of Cups, y'all. This business did put me up till I could sing at the top of the mountains. For real, I climbed. It took a long time to climb up there just to get up that hill, and now I'm up in the big leagues. Ain't no turning back. And I ain't got nothing but facts because you fucked it all up. Coming for this guy. Look, in a deep with the deluxe apartment, my in the sky. Look, the King of Cups, like I said, Grandpa and them put this shit up. They knew they loved somebody. When you really love somebody, the way somebody loves you, look at this fucking boat. And some lover of boats is mad because they shit ain't about to float no more. Ain't it rusty? For real. And I heard his dick musty. Look at Mr. Musty. Look, and she took it down. She really had to take it down. That's why I said I couldn't just do anything. If push comes to shove, I did fuck with some clown. Like I said, they also put shit in my cup. So who's the winner now? Because I would have been left them out loud. I was like, coffee butchies? And a bitch owed me a cat. With the transformation, the peace that I called them. Let peace begin with me. Like I said, we can start a new family, friends. Remember? Want to start a new family, friends? Look like yellow, freedom. Because you know how, say, nobody wants to beat up their mother, brother, sister, others, right? The close proximity family. You wouldn't want to beat him up, right? Because you got to kill him. And that's bad for both of you well being. Boundaries. Look, you want to beat a bitch to death. Am I lying? Set him on fire and just be like, just go out bad crying. Like I said, I don't, why fill up the jail with something that for people who really need to be in there? Like our fraud people. How about them? The people that do the fraud, we could put them in there. Come on, y'all. Want to be friends? Doesn't it look like I'll probably get everybody I have tickets and shit. We'll have citations for everybody. They got to pay me my money right there on the spot, or they can't even walk out the courthouse. We could build a new jail. I'm not here to make friends. They want to lay down with motherfuckers. We can put them all together too and see how they make ends meet with that. Drop some food in the middle of the circle and let them go for themselves. Since they try to do that shit to us, especially me. Hell in the Cell. That shit's funny, y'all. I play too much. Look, spirit guides and good luck. Look, the courage to fuck them up. But seriously, the main character energy. Don't I look like Don with him? Hold on, what's that guy who hated black people? That president. Don't I look like he? The glasses and shit, y'all. That shit funny than a bitch. The main character energy. Who I look like? Pick all the characters, y'all. I think that's funny. Y'all, manifestation, friendship. I think it's funny. That's why I don't hate nobody. I just wouldn't be around too many people anyway. And it smells funny. And then you'll know it's funny. Like I said, I do good with one-on-ones because guess what? If you think you can kill me, I can kill you too. But if you got extra friends, then 1 + 2 is more than you. So then one get one hand, one get the other. See, I ain't with that shit. That's why I had to go to the Discovery Channel and figure out how I can kill all the birds with one stone. So guess what? We don't care how many birds we got to kill, especially This is in memory, a remembrance of the birds that y'all put in my walk space. For real, look at the bones. That was at the zoo. When I was at the zoo, you guys used to hang out at the zoo when I lived over there. That's where those jaw bones were from. Y'all know that. Y'all seen this shit. Like I said, everybody know about it. And like I said, it ain't safe. It ain't safe for nobody. These bad body, dysfunctional inbreds. That's for both sides. Like I said, we got to cut off all their heads. It just is what it is. Like I said, when you grew up to Freddy Krueger and all that shit, you're going to know how to do the Stephen King too, even if it's just a tidbit. What a bitch don't like financial health, grieving. Somebody grieving behind the money. I was crying. I be crying about my money. I think in the middle of the night when y'all be fucking, I be crying about my money. I was like, damn. These bitches doing sex magic. Look, these bitches doing sex magic. My money all the way over there, and they fucking in the bed that I could have. Look, yo, animals. Say, God, please. Look, prosperity. Like these people on their fucking knees eating T-Rex. And all I want is my check. Oh, God. For real, my heart be broken. That's how bad I be upset. Look, good luck. Willpower. Like I said, I'm telling y'all. And whatever y'all did to my kitty. Damn. I can't get over this. The closure. Well-being and closure. What y'all did to my... Goddamn. Come on, don't tell me. Clarity. Like I said, y'all remember when I told y'all they was trying to sacrifice my cat? They still try to sacrifice me though. Like I said, I am better than them. Fuck that. Come on, look at the shit these people do. So I'm not supposed to throw it back with all of my might. So you mean to tell me y'all let people cheat on y'all tests? You let people, a stranger, just walk up and eat out your plate or drink out your cup? You just gonna let somebody come and move you out your spot after you've been standing in that line for at least an hour? Treat it like it's DHS, you guys. You've been in that line for like 3 hours. You think you gonna let this motherfucker cut you after all that time you held that shit down and you almost to the finish line? Or are you gonna put him past the wheelchair, kick his ass straight to the coma? You ain't no more riding. Oh, Jesus. Look, trust the boundaries. You ain't got none? They ain't had none. With the challenge, I got some, and I be chilling with the spirit guys because I be reading them like, yo, please don't let these people act like they too greasy because I already know you know me. Y'all see the flowers. So remember with the spell work of the, when y'all seen that, I was getting ready to pick that up with the tissue because I was scared, y'all. I'm going outside to smoke my cigarette and drink my goddamn coffee, and that pear and shit right there. And they used to constantly leave the door open. So when I got bold, especially, I get a little liquid courage, I just leave all the doors open. Because if you come up in my shit while I'm in there, start spreading the news. That's how I was feeling. I was like, oh, I could do anything I want to. I get to try some of those MacGyver tricks and everything. I got to be kidding me. Who's grieving? About with the confidence I'm not playing? I guess that's why I'm supposed to look nice, right? You can't fight in no damn suit. No, well, you can in a business suit, but it's not an acquired taste. It's not comfortable. It's called active sportswear. Compassion, new beginning. Hell yeah, I have a drive like no other when it comes to getting this information out. This could be smoke too. Look at the face rising from the fire, the Holy Spirit that y'all was hiding from, that you guys were trying to hide. You can't hide the fire. Look, especially how I take care of homes and how people started taking care of their homes because they were copying me. Look, you can see it. looking all in my face like, how I can make my house like this and then do this. I did not believe in none of it until I seen how people were treating. Look, I didn't believe in any of it till, I seen these whores cheating. Like, you guys are sleeping together. I'm supposed to get in where I'm supposed to fit in at. And then what's gonna be my outcome if I get in on that? What's gonna be what's my cut from it? For real, like I said, I ain't had nothing against them, but you bitches are real dummies. Spirit guides, healing. And like I said, a lot of people, they was doing all that still, and now they trying to get that shit sucked out their ass. Let me get some cards for you. With the spirit guides, the Ace of Cups, that's still a spirit guide. In a distant horizon, that represents the spirit from up above. I would say up and down. Yeah. Can you go round and round, baby? Look, with the spirit guides. Can you do it like this, baby? Can you do it like that? You can't make no shit like that up. So anyways, let's get up here. So with these spirit guides, what's up with the people? And they bad vibes. Knight of Cups, they running to tell you about my life. All right. Hi, friends. Can she do it? If she can't, you might as well leave her alone. Can you do it like this? Man cooning. Literally, I'm a man cooning. These man was cooning. Her man's was cooning. Look, I was like, yo, this nigga cooning. Nigga, heard you got cooned. No. Like I said, it ain't safe. It ain't safe. It ain't safe for nobody. Because I don't seen so many people do so much shit to anybody. And it's just crazy. Then we got kids coming up. They don't want no parts of that shit. They coming in for it. Then for they say, they don't want to participate. I wouldn't want to get myself killed. And hold on, let's go for our foreign countries because people do it here too. I used to hear all that shit about, hey, like I said, we got these pedophiles working. I should switch cards, switch a set, and go into another set with that. But I'm gonna kill it off with this, y'all. Them pedophiles be working and stuff. And we supposed to settle with that. That shit be in the house. Look at the man. Look, he wanna put his dick with all his life. He grew up like if you 10, she 10, let me get some. That's why I fuck somebody up. Like I said, y'all be playing with these group homes and shit. Give me my goddamn money so I can set it up right. Now, you might have some people that's really living trife because we had the opportunity to either live that life or strive for better. Everybody didn't. Like I said, it's a 90-10. Y'all got y'all scarlet letter? Because if you can't, you might as well go back home. Can you do it like this? Hell, y'all left the childhood shit, that childish shit back 60 years ago. By the time I was like, yes, cut them off then. They talking about who the father and shit is. I said, who gives a fuck who the father is, nigga? This shit, this nigga. If I can't shine the light for myself, where is the father? If I can't shine the light for myself and throw this acid and something in the nigga face because he playing games, nigga, I'm gonna show him who all the fathers are. Look at this, the mirror right here. This the Wheel of Fortune. Like, yo, this where the father, nigga, this the Father God. Our Father in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Touch not thy food stamps. Touch not thy girl. Stop playing upon that brand. And then they still did it just because this bitch from over there, like I said, him not wash his hands. Not a tidbit that nasty, man. For real, like I said, ain't nothing wrong with eating with your hands either for my foreign friends. But when you came for this man, no trouble, no one. But if you trouble this down, I will bring them down. You like shake dogs down? What a bomb. Bro, they was all over here like that. Calling us crazy and shit, trying to say, oh yeah, who wants some coffee, friends? I'll take that shit and put it in their back and put it in a instead of using it the newspaper shit that y'all use to stuff their bodies, put that coffee tin in them. Not near another dime. And then for my friends, listen, put on your antennas, right? They're ready because it's really tight. Get it right, get it right, get it tight. Look, they ready for you. Look, they trying to win out. They need some money. So you could get next. Like say you could be crossing the street and get ran over, then this the ambulance, they come to pick you up, honey. Look, I know this, honey. Yeah, they taking them everywhere to the water. Look at it. Nigga, don't you know this? Don't you know that? Don't you know that? Look up. You really, really don't you know? Yeah. Don't you know that? Don't you know? Look, you can't make this up. I won't make no promises I can't keep. Am I lying? That's fire. I'm getting a little delirious, y'all. I can't stop smiling. These glasses got me dizzy. Oh, I am silly though. That's funny. But anyways, I'm gonna get on back into the some more. Yeah, the secret, the work, the decisions, what is that? The tower? Yeah, the Six of Wands, y'all. Like I said, I'm about to tell on them. The hanging of the niggas and all of that shit. How you figure? Look, the Death Guard. Look, I don't care what you do. Look, I don't care what you do. What they do. We hang them in a place. That's the justice for playing with this. Fucking backstabbers. Grave robbers. Look, this grandpa and them. That's fire though. I'm teasing. Look, I said what they do. Look, everything. Like what you call them? What you see them over there doing? Everything. It's funny, but it's not, y'all. It's funny, but it's not. And somebody's like this because they've been stopped. Told you I was sitting on you. Cause I'm solid. Dun, dun, a solid as the rock. So, what secrets about children, the protection of children? And it's time to celebrate. This also represents celebrations and secrets. Somebody, I just got past energy with this secrets, the reconciliation, because this is wish fulfillment, y'all. Especially with what I brought to the table to show y'all how they was looking. Backstabbing. Look at how they was playing with claws. Remember Santa Claus? Santa Claus is coming. Listen, they was playing it at Christmas time. Look, they was like, yo, fuck it, we gonna sneak and kill this one. And then look, we ain't got no feeling. Look, boy, you do this one, then ain't nobody gonna know, but we gotta lay low for a minute. He better lay low. Well, the bitch that said I saw some shit about my dick. Now she sick. She better lay low. And really gave him my. I hope you know what you're thinking. I'm just talking and I want to the thing. That's funny. They really hope so. But they better lay low. You can't make this up, y'all. It's funny. Oh, jeez. I'll be back with some more. Okay? Just a little bit. A little tease. Thank y'all. One more of these.